Total shit. That's because your antenna is trying to receive a signal so...
Hey, Suave, what time you got on your clock over there?
It doesn't even know what to do with it. But then, when I let go of this little thing right here, boom, the magic of the clarity.
Hey, listen, you ain't telling me nothing. You want me to sound crispy like that? I can do the same thing, kid.
Yeah, crush. But don't come out here trying to act like, I don't know, my audio is overloading your front end. You know, don't try to flip it now, Suave. Because just like that, I commandeer my audio. I commandeer. I own it. Now I'm going to do your front end a favor, and I'm going to clean up my audio for you. All you had to do was ask. Say, number one, you're hurting my receive. Please, back it down. That's all you had to do.
Hey, Suave, put your Cobra in so this is a memory, man.
Yeah, I'm just he said he got issues with you. I don't know. I heard you last time welcome him to your house, so I said go ahead. But I don't understand. I don't know. Is he okay this morning? Because this is a little too early for him.
Nah, man, you know that bird junkie, bro. He all coke to the gills, dude. Out of his mind. Delusional, hysterical, crashing, drawn up, messed up. Drawn up, I swear he not hooked.
Shame on a mess. I'm sorry, Richie. Richie, you know, he's I don't know, he's confused this morning. I have no idea. I swear to God. Yo, Richie. Yo, you're gonna have to put something big like you did before and really stomp these guys out, man. I got something here, man. And you want to borrow it, you're welcome anytime, man. Unless you want me to drop it off. Actually, I'm gonna come down and play around with it. You want me to come down and play around with it? Them niggas gonna get jealous when they see Suave at Richie's 20.
Hey, Suave, all it is a location thing. I said Suave. All it is a location thing there, Tevor. I ain't got the location right now.
First contender.
Hey, Richie don't got an Amatron. He said you got an Amatron.
That just got crushed.
I don't know what the hell it said. Richie, yo. Richie, you gotta get that 8-color sign. Got too many haters out here.
Suave, that ain't a hater, dude. That's a bird junkie, dog. That ain't no hater. That's a bird junkie there, Tevo.
Able to key that microphone. Didn't I just say that to him?
No, record it.
You better warm those tubes up and audio drive them, because you're going to need them.
Tubes? What tubes? I don't know. Last I checked, it's only one tube.
Richard.
Hey, Suave, tell him it's only one tube when I come off this gate.
Yeah, it's only one tube, right?
Your amplifier, it is toothless.
Nah, tell him when he come off the key. Correct him like that.
I can hear you. As soon as you get off the key, you sound even better.
He thinks he's taking me out your radio, dude. Correct his speech for him and let him know what it really is.
Just like that.
All he just did is made his audio sound like crap right now. Yo, toothless contender, I think you should put it back the other way. That way he's taking you out. Your audio sounds overmodulated or something. It sounds like crap. Makes you look back. Richie's is coming. Yo, you don't understand. You're maybe with like one little hair slightly over him, but Richie's coming over your audio. I'm being honest, you know.
You're trying trying to tell him in layman terms that audio rides carrier to vote.
See, that's the thing. I got a problem recording with my studio gear on when I have my 2000 and record a little bit outside of the Go ahead.
I don't know. Did I say it wrong?
Let me see. I don't know. See, he's recording low. I can't do this with the studio gear on because the studio, that's what happens when I pump it up because the Cobra 2000 for some reason is very loud. So I really can't do it with this radio.
Suave, you ain't got to pump it up like that for the playback. The playback sounds good. Just call your over-laughing bird junkie.
Crush. See, yeah, if I put a stock mic on it, watch. I'm going to put a stock mic on it, watch.
Hey, Mikey, I'm baby driving this duck plucker. Didn't you see the video gate? Half drive, half the beast. Didn't you see them numbers I was giving you? Compare it to the Nuke 1 and 2. You'll say, oh man, he toying with us.
Dude, you just got crushed. Crush.
I know. They don't dare come out here when the skip out there, man. They can have all the ground wave they want. Mikey, you know where I'm at? You know where he's at? You know where you're at? He's supposed to be full quiet of me, not my audio riding it right the hell in. Roger, right on. I got no sight to you, man. You see your carrier in my gauge. I got no location, baby drive, and I ain't high enough off the roof to get a normal takeoff. I'm clear.
That's why I am the number one. That's right.
Oh, man, what's this cat? Hey, yo, Mikey, tell him come out here when the DX out here.
Now I can put my mic gain all the way up on the radio. You ready for this bad boy? Come on.
Nah, he ain't ready for you, Suave. He ain't ready for you. I got no line to Mikey. He ain't ready for you. Audio drive.
Come in for a second.
Hold on. Yo, listen, when I count to three, I wanna see this key down. All right, everybody stand by. King, you ready?
One, the number ones, the number ones, the number ones, the number ones.
Hey, tell him 127 said audio drive. Tell him half stepping. I got down.
Oh, 127 said audio drive. Tell him half stepping. I got down.
Go to the beginning of the gate, not where I stopped keying.
Well, no, Dozo. He didn't count to 3 yet. You were already on your maul. So go ahead, stretch your shit. Cool stroke at audio drive there. Don't plug her in. I gotta go.
Jeff stepping on you. I don't know if you keyed.
First of all, Richie got
Tell him Richie was there and gone. No first of all, nothing. I gotta go.
paid. You gave me the
Hey, Suave, look at that.
keying.
Hey, Suave, look at that.
I'm going to give you another count. You want me to give you another count? I'm going to give you another count. Yo, Mr. Lieutenant, get ready. Yo, Richie, get ready. All right? King, on the count of 3, you start recording. 1, 2, 3.
The number.
Oh, yeah, the fast talking, slow walking, needle dancing. Skip shooting, audio slinging, big gun clap.
Alright, well, here we go. Number 1, crush.
Mikey, you're too close to him, man. I see what you did, Mike.
Yeah, sound better now.
I see what you did, Mikey.
48. I got control of this whole thing right here, man.
Hey, Mikey, I see what you did there, Mike. I see what you did there, Michael.
I don't know why you're hating on the number one. Why are you hating on the number one?
Toy, which is flimsy, so it could be the key down toy also. You know, when you key it, when you plug it in, it needs to be a 5-pin, but the wires, so it could be, you don't understand. My radio, my 2000's always been loud. For some reason, dude, you put this...
Mikey cheated. Let me go fill this jug. I'll be right back.
Just a Cobra 2000, just like this, is amazing. Everything works on it. Snake radio.
Yeah, I know, but you were holding hands and right in the back. I'm clear.
On the studio gear, I also have an MP3 that I could plug into it. But the thing is, when I'm using the studio gear, I can't crank the mic gain up on the radio that much. Like, you see, I turned it down right now. That sounds better? You don't hear the background air and stuff, right? Yeah, it got quieter, but it didn't make much of a difference. It just took a little bit of out, but it wasn't even overpowering at all. Hey, I think it sounds good. I wouldn't touch it. I would leave it the way it is without the studio gear. It sounds good, and it's punchy right now. I would leave it like this. Richie's trying to call you to say something. I can't really hear him under you, but he's trying to say something. Find out what he's trying to say. I like it without the studio gear. It sounds really, it sounds good with the studio gear, but it's nice and punchy, and it's nice and clear, and it's nice and loud without it. So Snake did his job. You should leave that mic on there. I'll be right back. Yeah, he always used the CR557 mic when he tunes up all the radios.
Suave.
He uses the CR557 mic. Yo, you see now, I could crank it up right there. Look, right there. This is my limit. I don't like going halfway. That's halfway. But right there, that's my limit right there. That's a little bit less than half. You know, a little bit less than half. But with the studio gear, I can get it nice and clean. It sounds punchy also. I like it on the studio gear also. But by it, when I get my big box back, dude, this radio swings like a motherfucker, yo. Sounds good like this. Right there, that's my limit right there. That's a little bit less than half. You know, a little bit less than half. But with the studio gear, I can get it nice and clean. It sounds punchy also. I like it on the studio gear also.
Hey, Suave.
Recording with the studio gear on, just gonna switch it back. To me, that sounded kind of like muffy, though. Muffled down, no?
Yo, Suave.
I probably had the gain down here, listen. Right there, that's my limit right there. You know why it sounds like that? Because you eat the mic less than half. You know, a little bit less than half, but with the studio gear, I can get it nice and clean. It sounds punchy also. I like it on the studio gear also.
Suave.
Because you got your mouth on the mic. Just eating the mic like this, back up away from the mic.
Hey, Suave.
He's put on his fucking helmet gear.
Yeah, but I just want to let him know that his other Cobra, that 21 or 25 we was on last week, it's got, that Cobra 2000's got half the audio and half the carrier of his other dub plugger. And that 2000 is nowhere near as punchy or as clear.
Yeah, it's probably, this one's wide. It's like a wider radio, wider sound. It's not going to be as punchy as a screamer. You know that. I'll be right back.
Nah, man, it's just not done up right, and it's off frequency. His other Cobra's got tremendous carrier and audio. That one, that 2000, all joking aside, on the Brooklyn side, it really sound like shit, bro. You know, you need to pay attention to the gauge more.
Better? It sounds cleaner for some reason. What do you think? 1, 2, 3. How about it? 148. Come on, record this one. How about it? 822 Richie Radio with the wave. They do call me Mr. Suavecito around Queens, New York, in the big trees.
Hey, Suave, read my lips, Suave. That Cobra 2000 has half the audio, half the carrier, and is off frequency next to that radio you were rocking last week.
That's the studio. Yeah, that thing, it sounds better. It sounds better. To me, it sounds better. I know the other one, it sounds like I was eating the mic, but I got a tone control on there. Maybe the tone control was a little too high. But nah, I happen to like this. This is good. I'm not complaining about the studio gear. Sounds great, dude. I'm running the tubes right now. I'm running the big tubes right now. I'm running the 2 preamp right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could get louder too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 822 around Queens, New York, in the big trees. Sounds better. I know the other one, it sounds like I was using the mic, but I got a tone control on there. Maybe the tone control was a little too high. But nah, I happen to like this. This is good. I'm not complaining about the studio gear. This sounds great, dude. I'm running the tubes right now. I'm running the big tubes right now. I'm running the 2 preamp right now.
Now you notice to Mikey he's louder and clearer because his signal is way up there. Suave should be doing a 7 swinging 9 on this meter, almost touching the red zone. His other radio does, and it's got way more punch clarity. This Cobra 2000 fucking makes him look bad. I guess you don't pay attention to the gates.
He likes that 25. The 25 that I did by myself, I hooked that up and peaked it up my damn self. Yeah.
And it's the best fucking sounding radio he got. With the best carrier and definitely the closest on channel, on frequency.
That one. That's a screamer then. I don't know if I could put that on studio gear. I think I know why. Hold on, let me see something. If I shut this down, and can I put this? Nah, I can't even put it up. See? It's always happened to this radio. There's nothing I could do about it, man. There ain't nothing I could do about it. It just makes noise sometimes. Feedback, and it's just so loud, that's why. Radio's super loud, kid. I don't even have my thing, it's like 2 notches away from, like, killing my thing. Look at that. That right there, look at that. Audio clean. Audio super clean. Oh, yeah. Yo, Richie, I'm bored, man. Yo, you want some company, man? Yo, roll like 2 joints up there for me. Hold them there for me. I might come to Brooklyn. Wave the hand at you, man.
Yeah, well, you coming on E, baby, because I like cut my habit down like in half, bro. I went from an 8 to a quarter a day to a goddamn demo and less, so I'm looking in the tray, man. I got about a half a spliff there to last me till I walk out this dang door.
What? Hold on. Maybe I'll bring some exotics.
Yo, maybe I really wasn't rocking a hardcore habit like that. I was just seeing how many times my words were going to be repeated. You never know. You never know the game.
Yo, dude, I smoke. I don't give a fuck. You with it or not? I'll come by. I want to see the station, yo. Everybody talks about.
It's got nothing to do with the station. It's got to do with the man's knowledge and know-how of his finished product. And you've heard 3 different base station installations on them. 2 of them powerhouses and 1 of them 40 watts. I'm clear.
Sound full on that, man. Well, yo, the other one was 40 watts. The one that you were hitting me with it more than... You were hitting me with a 9, like, in the red zone.
Suave, from March 16th to 1 month ago, I was only rocking on condition 40 to 50 watts peak for almost all that time. So all that shit, getting my name called, all that shit, more insult to injury. Go check the video, what I did to y'all for almost 7.5 months straight.
I'm not complaining. That day, yo, you really fucked up the whole band. I don't know. What were you doing when you had that shit? What the hell were you doing?
What was I doing? I had a brand new out-the-box Ameritron, and I had a very strategic location that I investigated months of checking out apartments and rooftops to find. There was about 3 to 4 locations, a lot higher and a lot better with a lot more vision, but where they were placed wasn't my idea. If I wanted to control DX land and be the DX king, I would have grabbed one of those 4. But I was strategic for another reason. And you feel the repercussion and the wrath of it?
Oh, no, dude. You were definitely like... I thought you were killing 148 at the time. You know that, right?
No. Let me tell you the truth. And I'm really mad that the channel went down. But Mikey was the only one in New York City that succeeded on the 2-sided skip cage to ever take me out. Nobody could scratch me, bro. There wasn't even scratch. Mikey had that beam homed in on Texas, and he lit it up with 5K, or 3K, whatever it was. All I had was the Max Sling in 13. Do the math. Do the math on it. Even I knew it was an easy win.
No, you definitely had a real no-joke. You was burying my needle when you had that other spot. I don't know what you were doing, but you definitely, I was wondering if you was running like fucking like a K or something. I was like, what the fuck is he doing? Nah, you were killing everybody in Brooklyn, though. I ain't gonna front, B. You was knocking everybody out the box, yo. But don't worry, man.